Hi guys, welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles S Live, and today I'm gonna do a review on something that's a little old. Like back then, I probably wouldn't have watched it. Don't forgive me, guys. I'm just being honest. Just saw the movie Wally, and we're gonna talk about that today. The movie, another Pixar film. Pixar just makes decent films. I'm not gonna lie when it comes to 3D animated. Ooh wee. But one thing I like about this, like there are themes that consisted in here. Let's talk about each theme first. So the first theme was loneliness. Wally, when you seen him on planet Earth, because planet Earth is pretty much polluted, trash is everywhere. His only friend is a roach. That's the only friend that he has. Is a robot and a roach. What an unlikely duo. You know what I'm saying? And what he was looking for was that special someone because he used to watch the television. And you saw that. You saw the loneliness, longing for someone that you could have some type of relationship or bond with. That's why I said loneliness was something that I saw because he's on the planet by himself. Humans have went to outer space, you know, and stuff like that. He's the only robot on Earth cleaning up trash. He's pretty much the trash man, trash compactor robot. The other thing about this movie, here's the other thing. The other thing was opposites attract. As we see in this movie, we see when Wally meets Eve, they're polar opposites. Eve is a little bit more aggressive. Wally's a little bit more sensitive, kind of reserved, laid back. You know when you like somebody and you're kind of just like you don't want to overdo it. That's what I got from Wally. It's like he liked her. He didn't want to scare her away. We seen scenes where he idolized her. He's like, dang, you know, I'm gonna impress her. And throughout some of the film, we saw that we seen him trying to impress her. But one thing I liked was that we saw character development between Eve and Wally. Eve wasn't feeling him at first. Isn't that how it usually is? The person you like, they don't like you right away. Sometimes that happens. And we see that Wally, when she shut down, Wally was rocking with her to the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? He getting struck by lightning. You know what I'm saying? He's getting rained on. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to win her attention. Like, look, you gonna be my girl. So we see that sometimes opposites do attract. You know, we see that in relationships. Sometimes opposites do attract. Like I said, Wally being a little bit different from Eve. And I liked Eve's character. You know what I'm saying? She had like a playfulness about herself too that I really liked about her and Wally. But now let's talk about the next theme in this film. Obesity and illiterate. That is real. That is definitely a real issue with human beings. I think that's why Wally was a film that really kind of stuck out to me because, like, if I back in 2008, you wouldn't have paid me to watch no Wally. You wouldn't have said, "Hey, man, let's go see Wally." Hecky no. Human obesity is true and also illiterate. So we see there's a captain that is illiterate. He doesn't know how to read. All he is he sits around and eat up stuff and everything, and all the other human beings too in the film. But we see that the captain does grow a bit. But now, let's talk about what else I loved about the movie. The music score, you know what I'm saying, had a decent music score. I think sometimes the music really helps films. It's like a hidden marriage between the film and the music. Like, let's go together. But I really like that aspect of it. The villain, Otto. I liked Otto as a villain. And, you know, he wasn't your typical villain. He was a little paranoid. He was only for himself, Otto. Otto was another piece of machinery that was a robot that only, like I said, was for self. He told the captain, he said, "Hey, you can't go back to Earth." You know what I'm saying? And I love that Wally wasn't the one that had to face him. It was another human being, the captain himself. So I really did like that aspect of the film. I was like, yeah, you know, I said, no, that's not Wally's duty. But also, what I loved about it. Wally made an unlikely alliance. He freed other robots. You know what I'm saying? So he made unlikely allies when they got on the ship. and stuff like that. Also, what was very interesting, and this is the problem, like I said, we see this with society, and we rely too much on technology. Technology was another theme in this film. The robots were teaching the babies in school, literally, in the film. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, that is a possibility. That could actually happen. You know what I'm saying? And the parents not being involved. I was like, man, I was just amazed by it. But I mean, you know, sometimes movies do predict things. But like I said, we see that too, to an extent. The robots, like I said, some of the robots, they were, you know, scrapped, thrown away, prisoners, because, you know, they weren't doing their duties anymore. The other thing I found interesting is when Wally was shut down, Eve literally, you know what I'm saying, did her thing. And I was like, man, she did all this for him, you know what I'm saying, try to find another part because his battery got messed up and everything. And I love towards the end, she started to truly appreciate Wally for who he was. Yeah, he may have not been the most up-to-date robot, but does that make you not love the person? No, because they're different. You know what I'm saying? She was a newer model of a robot. He was an older model. He was a trash compactor robot. She was only there for plants. But also what I loved about this film, environments issues. It showed that if we keep going the route we going, you know, I'm not saying that's going to happen no time soon, but we may have to leave Earth, you know what I'm saying, and come back. You know what I'm saying? That was the premise of the film. I think this film was really good. I like the characters. And like I said, I like the story. And like I said, it wasn't like your traditional Pixar film. It was different, but in a great way. I like how Wally connected with the other robots. They kind of became his little allies, you know, towards certain parts of the film. Otto was an interesting villain because, you know, he was paranoid. Like, no, we're not going back to Earth. It's still polluted, da-da-da. And the captain, that was very interesting. But guys, it's your boy, Professor Charles S. Live. If you have not seen Wally, what are you waiting for? And if you've seen Wally, tell me what you think about it. It's your boy, Professor Charles S. Live. This is the first video today. I'll be back. Moment time, guys. Have a great one.